1950s, Buffalo, New York is a thriving metropolis. It's the 15th largest city in the United States, compared to its 78th place ranking today, with more than double the population it has now.
It was one of the most prosperous towns in the country, with a whole lot of interesting confluence of cultures.
Since 1940, residents moving to Buffalo have been skyrocketing. Due to the Great Migration from the South, the number of African Americans alone is on its way to an increase of 422%.
Buffalo is known for being close to Niagara Falls, being close to Canada, and it was a industrial town. The jobs were here. Buffalo was a 24-hour town because of the plants.
But in 1956, as the Interstate Highway Act starts to forge new highways all across the country, many cut right through the hearts of cities, including Buffalo, and it cripples a once thriving inner-city economy.
It was a steel town, it was an iron town, but in Buffalo in the 1950s, as in a lot of cities in what's now called the Rust Belt, the city emptied out.
In a community like Buffalo, that's going to mean this crisis of identity. As that industry which once defined that region begins to move, where are people going to live? Where are they going to work? How are they going to make a living?
As the new highway system allows families to move from the city and into the suburbs, the city's population rapidly shrinks from over 600,000 down to 260,000. But restrictive policies create barriers to entry for many people wanting to live in the suburbs.
Those highways ensured exclusivity. It was required that the bridges over the highways be just low enough so a bus couldn't pass through. What did that mean? If you wanted to live in one of those suburbs, you also had to own a car.
Buffalo becomes more segregated than ever, as black families are unable to leave the confines of the city.
It's really appealing to think about the 1950s in the United States as this happy domestic time when, people had white picket fences and everyone could afford a home. But it's important to realize how incomplete that dream was and how excluded a lot of people were from it.